Yo, what is good, YouTube? We are back with another video. In this video, we got Young Dolph's killer got 20 years after snitching on everyone. Crazy title, yo. Crazy title. R.I.P. Young Dolph. A legend. He deserved way more than 20 years. Killed him for
one of the
nothing,
biggest rats in Memphis has
hundred,
accepted his fate for his role in the murder of Memphis legend Young Dolph after apparently he ran out of people to snitch on. Quick pause, because this might actually help you out.
Really?
If you've ever needed access to your information, code Jake, stressful or tight sometimes, helping people like you. He was law enforcement who carried out the broad day shooting back in 2021. Law enforcement would let it be known within a week of his arrest. Before a deal was ever on the table, Korn made it clear he wanted to cooperate. And cooperate he did. He didn't just admit to his role, he was testifying on everybody involved. In 2024, Cornelius testified against the other shooter, Justin Johnson. He'd state Hernandez Govan approached him about carrying out the killing.
Whoa.
What's that?
I just got the budgeting
Damn,
out from
already?
base 44.
Guys.
Smith agreed to participate for money that was to be paid through Hernandez Govan. He and Justin drove to the bakery in a white Mercedes, spotting Dolph's camel Corvette parked outside. They'd exit the vehicle, opening fire with a Glock and Draco. According to Dolph's autopsy report, he was hit a total of 22 times in a span of just a few seconds. His list of injuries would be pages long.
22 shots in just a couple seconds. That bro died instantly.
Detailing gunshot wounds to his forehead, chin, neck, chest, arms, and back. And obviously a Glock is gonna hold a pistol caliber, but a Draco, even though it's a pistol, fires rifle rounds. These are the same rounds that comes out of a full-sized AK-47. These are 7.62. If you've seen something be hit by a 7.62, you can just imagine the damage that was done to Dolph. Hopefully this was a fast and painless death, but this man was hit.
That's the best way, like just one bullet, and hopefully he was gone after that. It's not something I would wish on nobody, but since it already happened, hopefully that it was like fast as fuck. Cause 22 shots, like 50 Cent, for example, bro, that hit 9 times, survived it. Dolph could have actually felt that first 10, and then died. That would have been painful as fuck, and that's like the worst way to go out too. Hopefully it was just one and gone. That shit, 22 shots in just a couple seconds. Like, for what? For a couple dollars and then just to snitch on your homies.
All over. And they literally just destroyed him. Korn would later help dispose of evidence and clean down the getaway vehicle that was later recovered. He further testified he expected to be paid for his work and that Govan would be the one to deliver the money. $100,000 was the price on Young Dolph's head. $40,000 was Korn's take, but Cornelius would only receive a total of $800 in 2 separate payments. At one time, he was sent $500. At another time, he was sent $300. So clearly times were tough for Young Dolph's ops. And keep this in mind, I don't think I've covered a case in which a bag has been put up on somebody, they got killed, and the shooters actually received the money. So for y'all young dumb motherfuckers out there that watch these videos and think, oh, we can go get 100K if we crash out real quick but get away with it, I don't know anyone that's actually gotten the money. It seems to play out like once somebody gets spanked and then everything is going down, the case is hot and people are trying to figure it out, the dude that offered you the money in the beginning doesn't want shit to do with you and is trying to get as far away as he can because he knows everything is coming down.
Literally, he know it. And you getting all that money randomly after someone dies, that the feds, local PD, they ain't gonna be like, oh, he must have hit the jackpot. He didn't hit the jackpot, you know. We see it in the state, you know. We see who hits the lottery. We see all that shit. But he must have done something. All right, we're We're starting not look. Yeah.
Cornelius
Come on now.
testifying in an overwhelming amount.
$800. Y'all heard that? $800, bro.
Knows everything is coming down.
I'm not even trying to laze, but they killed this guy. The guy with fucking AP, all the jewelry and shit, just for $800, yo. Like Jade said, yo, his ops was doing bad. They wanted him gone so bad because of the embarrassment that they was getting on top of them being broke. On top of that's crazy. That's actually insane. $800 for a body. Imagine catching a body, then getting 20 years after 800. That's actually
Cornelius testifying
that's some
in an
shit.
overwhelming amount of
That's
evidence.
some shit right there.
That,
That's
Justin
actually just
Johnson
funny.
was sentenced
look at this
to
goofy.
life in prison plus 35 years, just in case life wasn't enough. You know, maybe he like dies and comes back. They made sure he still got another 35
in the afterlife, you know.
The following year in 2025, Cornelius would testify against Hernandez Govin, the man he claimed organized the hit and was supposed to pay the fee. See, at this point, Corn was working against everyone to secure himself
that guy was gonna
an
pay you
easy way out when
$100,000,
it came to trial. But his plan would backfire. Even with Corn testifying, Hernandez Govin would still be found not guilty. Even with Corn saying Govin gave them the guns to be used, he'd still be found not guilty. His lawyer questioned the police investigation and the validity of cell phone communications between Govin and the shooters. They argued nothing in those communications directly incriminated Govin or tied him to the killing, and the jury agreed. Now at this point, Cornelius must have been shitting himself because he was willing to throw everyone under the bus to essentially save himself. He was willing to throw the shooter under the bus. He was willing to throw Hernandez Govin under the bus. Whoever he could tell on, he
just because he didn't get his full payment, which was that he should tell on everybody. He should let it be known. But the thing is, they cleaned up. It sounded like they cleaned up. There's still a little left of the video, maybe not. But from what it sounded like right now, they cleaned up good enough. They don't got no charges, yo. And so you just said all that just to let the story be known, but now you still don't get 20 years. Like a goofy.
He was gonna tell on to save himself, but the shit didn't work. Like, he tried to put Govin away for life in prison, and this motherfucker walks and starts doing Vlad TV interviews.
All right, here we go. Today we have Hernandez Govin, who just was found not guilty by a Memphis jury of first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit first-degree murder for the killing of young Dolph. Today he joins us to do his first interview after the case. Hernandez, welcome to Vlad TV.
Appreciate you, Vlad, for having me.
Damn, that's crazy, yo. Nah, he comes out and he's living his life, building a career.
Govin's lawyer even painted Corn in court as an unreliable witness who would say anything to try and get a lighter sentence. He'd point out how Cornelius originally said Yo Gotti's brother Big Jook was the one who hired him for the hit, but after he was arrested, his lawyer called Jook's lawyer and received somewhere between $38,000 to $50,000 in cash. Cornelius later testified he didn't know where the money came from. So understand what I just read to y'all. Cornelius had his lawyer reach out to Big Jook, Yo Gotti's brother, Big Jook's lawyer. They sent an undisclosed amount of money between $30,000 to $50-something thousand, which is essentially what he was supposed to be paid for the hit. So imagine you go and kill somebody and you're supposed to be paid $40K. And instead of getting that $40K, you get hit with 40 charges because now they got you for murder, they got you for the weapons, they got you for anything. And then dude that owes you the money gives it to your lawyer to fight the case. So now it ain't even about the money, it's about beating the case and you walking for free. So really you just did all this shit for nothing.
For nothing.
Corn also would claim he heard Govin was
to just say I did it. I'm a cool guy. I'm in the streets.
Working for the FBI, which made absolutely no sense as to why Corn would take a hit.
Now I'm broke in jail.
Because if I think you work for the feds,
I wanted to crash out for some money. Now I'm broke in jail.
Hit, go kill someone for you, expect a $40K, and you not to tell on me. The whole shit just wasn't making sense. This is like a situation when a dumb motherfucker tries to outsmart people because he thinks he's smarter than what he is. With his testimony being picked apart, Cornelius was out of options because he couldn't even snitch on Big Jook since they already killed him. So on May 15th, 2026, Cornelius Smith agreed to a plea deal to put an official than what he is. With his testimony being picked apart, Cornelius was out of options because he couldn't even snitch on Big Jook since they already killed him. So on May 15th, 2026, Cornelius Smith agreed to a plea deal to put an official end to the Young Dolph murder case.
Yes, sir.
He was so mad he ended up paying. Now look at him.
Smith.
You gotta serve your whole life.
204-769. Matter that's been pending in this court for some time. I think it also has been the subject of a couple trials for the co-defendants. Mr. Smith will plead guilty to the offense of murder, second degree, a Class A felony as included under count 1 of the indictment. 20 years confinement as a 100% violent offender. They served Tennessee Department of Corrections. Taken into consideration in this plea is Mr. Smith's cooperation in this matter from the time of his arrest until now. Mr. Smith has cooperated fully in the prosecution, first of Justin Johnson, and then another co-defendant. Taken into consideration is his truthful testimony in those cases.
Corn would agree to serve 20 years in Tennessee State Prison at 100%. He'd received credit for his time in jail, giving him about 4.5 years off his sentence. So in total, Corn has to serve 15 years and 7 months. And at 36 years old, that puts him at about 51 years old when he'll be released. It's hard to imagine he'll have an easy bit as he's made himself an enemy to everyone involved. Not only is he responsible for killing Dolph, he's responsible for putting away Dolph's other killer and attempting to put away another man who was found innocent. So it sounds like when he goes to prison, he could get stabbed from any direction because he's made himself an enemy to everybody, not even including just the people that were involved in the situation, but he's a stone cold rat. He killed someone, told on everybody, tried to take down as many people as he could to save himself some time. Essentially, he got a good deal in the case. He was given 20 years with credit, so he only has to serve 15 and a half. He got a good deal, and everybody's gonna want to put him in the fucking ground. Because not only are you responsible for taking out a Memphis legend, you're responsible for putting away his ops who have just as much money backing them. This is a crazy situation. I don't know how Tennessee State Prison works with PC, if he'll actually be kept away or if they're just gonna put him in the jungle and he's just gotta last. We know he's a killer. We know he's essentially bout the shit. But
Man,
is he
let
gonna
him-
be all of that in prison?
Let him prove he's bout
because
this
it's
shit.
hard to imagine anyone is gonna rock behind him knowing that he
Hopefully they
cooperated.
don't.
While Justin Johnson,
Fuck that he cooperated, knowing that he killed Young Dolph. Bro might just die. Bro might just
he
die.
never
Like, everybody
snitched.
fucked with Young Dolph.
from my
Most of
understanding,
you fucked with Young
he
Dolph.
kept it solid and took the case to the chin.
But if there is
He's-
people in there that didn't fuck with Young Dolph, like Jay just saying, he snitched on the people that didn't fuck with Young Dolph. So yeah, he's kind of done. Real
Just
shit.
never coming home, which, like, fuck him, you know? I'm a Dolph fan. I'm gonna be biased in this situation. Fuck him. But it is what it is when you speak in prison politics. That rat shit doesn't slide. But again, this is important for the young dummies out there. This dude wasn't that young when he took
Facts.
this case.
People might just tell him just because he read it. Yeah, they might not even give a fuck about Young Dolph. They might not. They might just be on their own thing. But they know that he tried cooperating.
When he took this hit, I should say, he was in his 30s. He was just broke as fuck. And this is how people with money will play chess. They will use pawns. They will use expendable people. He's broke as fuck. He never had nothing.
Wants to do something, and yeah, literally, that's exactly what Jay's about to say. Oh, he's broke as fuck, willing to be a real one, a real crash out, a shooter, a spin. All right, go spin. And then look at that. Now you're serving 20 years, yeah. 20 years.
To give him 40K, it's gonna change his fucking life. I'm not even gonna give him the 40K. I'm just gonna tell him I'll give him the 40K. And because he's never had nothing and he knows this amount of money would change his life, he's willing to go and end someone else's life. And it's the same thing with y'all young people out there. $40,000 sounds rich to y'all, when in reality, $40,000 isn't shit. That's a monthly payment for some YouTubers. So if you really want to get on your grind, start doing what I'm doing. But if YouTube ain't your thing and you'd rather be a crash dummy, well, this is how it plays out. You take the hit, you do the hit, you get caught, your boy tells on you, you get life. Or you take the hit, you do the hit, you get caught, snitch on everybody, and still get 15 years in prison.
Like a dummy.
I think being a YouTuber sounds a whole lot better than that. So, with that being said, y'all listen to these stories and get something out of them. Don't just listen to it because you want to hear about somebody getting killed and somebody getting sent away. These are real life stories. This shit is not a movie. It's entertainment for some of y'all, but don't be entertained, be educated. Take something away from this when these videos end. Otherwise, you'll find yourself in one of these situations. But hey,
you might find yourself in a video, real shit. W video, Jake. Real shit, yo. Like, this shit might be corny. I see people that say it. This shit might be corny, doing whatever content, reselling, whatever. But if it brings money, and it's safe money, be corny, yo. Be corny. Don't on YouTube. Don't make some videos. Don't do what should I do. Don't be corny. Don't on TikTok. And don't generate some blues. Yo. You feel me? Like, hey, being corny is one good ass way to make money. If y'all enjoyed this video, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe. And if y'all want to see all these reactions live, we're live on Twitch. Link in the description. I'll see ya, yeah.